partnerships plays a vital role in shaping the child's overall development and academic achievement. Early childhood education centers, wherever they are situated, cannot work in isolation. So, relationship between the parents and teachers is indeed a very important factors in the child education success. It plays a vital role in shaping the child's overall development and academic achievement. Early childhood education centers, whenever they are situated, cannot work in isolation. The fact was ignored and not given importance by several schools for many years. However, in recent years, a great deal of emphasis has been given to the cooperation of school and home. When the parents and teacher work as allies, they create a powerful support system that significantly enhance the child's educational journey. This collaboration is marked by open communication, shared and insights, and a mutual commitment to the child's success. Ultimately, it leads to the improved academic achievement, personal growth, and a positive educational experience for the child. So, how to maintain the parent teacher relationship? Building a strong parent teacher relationship is essential for overall well being and the academic success of the students. Here are some of the effective strategies to foster a positive and productive parent teacher relationship. The first one is open communication. Establishing open communication channels with the parents is vital for building a strong parent teacher relationship. To achieve this, the teacher should provide the clear contact information, create the platforms like class websites and newsletters to share the updates, and set the expectations for communication frequency and response time. Using the technology and offering the language accessibility, if need, can further facilitate the communication. Scheduling the regular parent teacher conferences and encouraging the parents to share their thoughts foster two-way dialogues. Ensuring the professionalism, confidentiality, and sensitivity to parent preferences are also essential. Overall, clear and effective communication help the parents to stay informed about the child's education, fostering the true and a collaborative partnership between the teachers and the parents. So, in order to maintain the parent-teacher relationship, the open communication is needed. It plays a vital role. And our next thing is welcome the parents. Creates a welcoming and approachable atmosphere in your classroom and greet the parents warmly during the meetings and school events. It also plays a crucial role in maintaining the parent teacher relationship. When it next is regular updates. Keep the parents informed about the classroom activities, assignments, and the important days through the news, letters, emails, and the class websites. Constant updates help the parents to stay involved. So, regular update is needed in order to maintain the parent teacher relationship. And our next thing is parent teacher conferences. The schedule of regular parent teacher conferences to discuss the students progress, strengths and areas for improvement and goals, and these meetings provides a valuable face to face interaction. This also helps in maintaining the parent teacher relationship. Our next thing is active listening. Listening attentively to parents' concern, ideas, and feedback, show empathy and respect for the perspectives, and even if they may have different views. So, active listening also plays a major role in maintaining the parent teacher relationship. Next thing is share success. Celebrate the students' achievements together, both big and small, and positive feedback and recognitions create the sense of accomplishment. So, and sharing the success of the students also helping in order to maintain the parent-teacher relationship. Then, individualized support. Work collaboratively to address the child's specific needs, whether the academic, behavior, or emotional. Develop the personalized strategies for success. These also plays a major role. Our next thing is transparency. Be transparent about the classroom policies, expectations, and grading criterions. This ensures the parents understand how to support their child learning at home. It also plays a major role. That is the transparency. When it comes to the problem solving, when the challenges arise, approach them as a team, identify the issue, brainstorm solution together, and create an action plan for the improvement. It also plays a major role in maintaining the parent teacher relationship. Our the next thing is Parent involvement. Encourage the parents to participate in the school events, meetings, and activities. Involvement can extend it to volunteer in the classroom or contribute to the special projects. So, these, whatever we have discussed, these are going to play a major role in maintaining the parent teacher relationship. Respect the cultural differences. In what way we can respect the cultural differences? Recognize and respect the cultural and family differences among your students' families. Tailor your communication and approach to be inclusive. It also plays a major role. Our next thing is flexibility. Be flexible in scheduling the meetings to accommodate the parents' availability. Offer alternatives like evening or virtual conferences when possible. This is the one thing, that is flexibility. It also plays a major role in maintaining the parent-teacher relationship. Next is feedback loop. Provide the feedback to parents about their child progress and areas that need attention. A regular update help the parents understand their child's strength and challenges. This is about feedback loop. When it comes to the professional development, stay informed about the best practices in education, including the strategies for engaging the parents effectively. Continuous improvement benefits both the teachers and the parents. So, professional development is needed in order to maintain the parent teacher relationship. Then parent education. Offer the resource and workshops on topics relevant to the parents and education. These sessions can provide the parents with valuable skills to support their child's learning. It also plays a major role in maintaining the parent-teacher relationship. Then appreciation. Express the gratitude for parents' involvement and support. A simple thank you can go a long way in nurturing a positive relationship. So proper appreciation is also help in maintaining the positive relationship, that to parent teacher relationship. And conflict resolutions. If conflict arises, address them calmly and professionally. See solution that benefits the child's well-being and academic progress. And long-time perspectives. Understand the building a strong parent teacher relationship takes time. It is an ongoing effect that can lead the substantial benefits for students. So these are the things which help us to maintain the parent-teacher relationship. That is, the first one is open communication, welcoming the parents, regular updates, parent-teacher conferences, active listening to the parents, sharing the success of the students, individualized support, collaborating with the parents, having a proper transparency regarding the policies and executions or implementations, problem solving when challenges arises, approaching in a systematic way, and helping the parent to involve in that, respecting the cultural differences, giving the flexibility for everything, and taking the feedback regularly, and updating ourselves by having a professional development according to the situations, giving the parent education by taking the awareness programs, appreciations and conflict resolutions. And it should be ongoing process. If we concentrate on all these things like this, we can maintain the good parent teacher relationship, as building a strong relationship is essential for overall well-being and even the academic success of a students. These strategies, if we maintain, it is going to give the positive productive parent teacher relationship. Why open communication is important? You frame a few words about it on this. Why open communication is important? As we discussed before, why open communication is important? Establishing the open communication is a challenges with the parents, which is going to build a strong relationship. To achieve it, it has they should have a contact information, clear platforms like a class, websites, or newsletters to share their updates and get the expectation for communication frequency and response time. So my question is, from your point of view, why open communication is important in building a strong parent teacher relationship? Frame a few sentences about it and write as your assignment topic. And our next thing is, why is increasing the parent and community involvement important in the preschool program? from your point of view, why you people think it as parent and community involvement is important in preschool uh, progress or education? That, so these two opinions you can frame a few words about it and write it as assignment. That is why parent teacher relationship is important, why open communication is important, why increasing parent community involvement is important. These things you frame few words about it and write. Next thing is, now we have seen what are the strategies or effective strategies in order to maintain the parent teacher relationship. Now we will see what are the ways to increase the parent teacher community involvement in the preschool program. Increasing the parent and community involvement in the school is essential for fostering a supportive and enriching learning environment. Increasing the parent and community involvement in the preschool program is crucial for creating a supportive and enriching learning environment for young children. Here, an explanation of various ways to achieve the greater parent and community engagement in the preschool program. What are that we will see. So in this previous topic, we have seen what are the effective strategies in order to maintain the good parent teacher relationship to have a success for having success for overall development of the students. Now we will see what are the ways to increase the parent and community involvement in the preschool program. The first one is parent orientation workshop. Our first one is parent um, orientation programs, workshops. Begin with the parent orientation workshops before the school year starts. These workshops provides the parents with the information about the preschool program, its goals, and what they can expect. During these workshops, share the strategies for how the parents can support their child learning at home. So this is parent orientation workshops. So frequently, in order to have a good involvement of the parent and community, we have to um, conduct some parent orientation workshops before the school year starts. Then regular parent teacher meetings. Schedule the regular parent teacher meetings throughout the school year. These meetings provide an opportunity for parents and the teachers to discuss the children progress and any concern. Encourage the open and honest communication between the parents and teachers. So frequently, as we are following the continuous comprehensive evaluation, that is overall development of the children needed, it has to be maintained. The progression has to be checked at each level, whether the progression is going in a systematic manner or not. In order to show our efforts, we have to conduct the regular parent teacher meetings throughout the school years, and these meetings will also provide the opportunity for the parents and teachers to discuss our children progress and encourage their open communication, so that it can encourage a proper communication between the parents and the teacher. And the parent participation days, design the specific days when the parents are actually participated in the preschool program. This would involve joining a class for a day, assisting with the activities, or reading the stories to the children. So according to the requirement, we have to conduct different activities so that even the parent and community involvement is there. These two collaborative work is in what way it is going to help in the child development. This we have to take care. Parent participation days create a sense of involvement and give the parents first hand experience of their child's preschool life. So parent participation days also plays a important role. Then parent workshops and the seminar. Organize the workshops and seminars on topic relevant to early childhood education, child development, and parenting skills. So we have to, in order to uh, promote a good parenting skills, we have to organize some workshops and seminars on the topics which are relevant to the early childhood education, so that they can acquire the good parenting skills. These events help the parents to gain the deeper understanding of the child's needs and how to support their learning and the development. And our next thing is parent volunteer program. So establish a parent volunteer program that allows the parents to contribute their time and skills to the preschool. Parents can assist with the activities, classroom tasks, and the special events. And these involvement strengthens the connection between the home and the school. The activities should be planned in that way. It should strengthen the relationship between the home and school. And not only that, the parent should work as a volunteer there, communicating with the community. Next thing is family engagement events. Plan the family engagement events such as literacy nights, science fairs, art exhibitions, or multicultural festivals. These events provide the opportunities for parents to engage with their children's learning in a fun and interactive way. It also creates a sense of community within the preschool. Then parent advisory committee. So our next thing is one more way to increase the parent and community involvement is parent advisory committee. What does it mean? What is meant by parent advisory committee? Form a parent advisory committee to involve the parents in discussion making process and curriculum planning and the preschool in improvement initiatives. So curriculum is nothing but overall the core experience which we are giving to the child throughout the year for overall development of the children or a kid. We call it as curriculum. Before when we are planning the curriculum, the three factors has to be considered. That is philosophical foundations of education, that is what how the trend is going, and psychological, at what level the kid is there, according to that we have to plan, and sociological things also we have to consider according to the need of the individual, according to the need of this community, according to the need of the society. We have frame the curriculum. So before we are planning any activities, when we are involving any parent and community, we have to sit together and we have to plan the curriculum in a systematic way, so that they'll be having a good progress among the children. So form a parent advisory committee to involve the parents in decision making process and curriculum planning and preschool improvement initiative. The parents on this committee can represent interest and perspectives of the larger parent community. So this parent advisory committee, it forms as one committee, and frequently it is going to give some suggestions basing on the three factors which we are telling it as philosophical factors, psychological factors, and sociological factors. Then home learning resources. Provide the parents with resource and material to support the learning at home. Offer the suggestions for age appropriate activities regarding the list and educational gaps on the website. The parents are to be provided with the proper resources and materials even at home also to support to have a proper learning. Here in this age, at this preschool, learning is nothing but not only acquiring the skill. The learning means it is change in the behavior of the children. So according to the need of the children, what change the need has what change in the behavior it has to go on, it has to discussed with the parents, and that parent has to be provided with the proper resource and material, so that it help in learning even at the home also. This is called home learning resources. And offering a proper suggestions according to the age appropriate activities and reading list and educational apps or the website. Encourage the parents to create the home environment that foster the learning. So in this at this age, at this preschool, we have to think learning it has change in the behavior, change in the progression of kid in all aspects, whether it is a cognitive, psychomotor, and whatever it may be. Then community partnerships. Collaborating with the local community organizations, libraries, and business to offer the additional resources and programs to preschool families. These partnerships can provide access to service, support, and enriching the experience for the both children and the parents. This is a community partnerships. Collaboratively, we have to work with the community. Even we have to discuss with the community, and by discussing with the community, we have organized some activities which are going to help in the progression of the child. So That is the community partnership. Celebrate the parent contribution. Recognize and celebrate the contributions of involved parents through appreciation events or awards. So whenever we are conducting any parent activities, at the end, when we are celebrating any Mother's Day like that, Father's Day like that, if not some other activities like Mr. and Mrs. Recipe of that chef of that year, like that, if we are any activities, in order to appreciate that particular parent, we have to show one our appreciation as in the form of gifts. So celebrate the parent contributions and acknowledging their efforts reinforce the importance of the parent engagement. It has to be, we have to celebrate parent contributions. Then regular updates and the communication. Maintain the regular communication with the parents through newsletters, emails, or communication apps. Keep parents informed about the classroom activity, projects, and important days. Share the children achievements and development milestones. So in this way, we can increase the parent and community involvement in the preschool program. And our next thing is parent support network. So what is meant by parent support network? And in that, we have to create the opportunity for parents to connect with each other through support networks or a social event. These connections can provide a sense of community and emotional support. So this is the parent support network. Then inclusive approach. What is meant by inclusive approach? Ensure that parent involvement strategies are inclusive and consider the needs and backgrounds of all families, including those from diverse cultural and linguistic programs can foster stronger parent and community involvement, creating a more enriched learning environment for young children. Parent and community engagement not only benefits the children but also strengthen the overall working community. So by implementing all these strategies, what are all these strategies? Ways to implement orientation workshops. Regular parent teacher meetups and seminars, parent parent advisory committee, home learning community partnerships, parent contribution, regular updates and communication, parent support networks, and final thing is inclusive approach. By implementing all these strategies, we can have a stronger parent and community involvement, which is going to create a for our young children. It not only benefits the children but also it strengthens our community for having a good society. All these things, all these strategies are going to enhance our uh, community also. These things has to be considered. And now is how we have to organize a parent teacher meeting. Organizing the parent teacher meeting in the preschool setting is a crucial part of establishing the effective communication and collaboration with the parents and the educators. Here's I'll explain how to organize these meetings effectively. So how we have to organize, set a clear objectives before setting, before if we are going to conduct any began by defining objectives of teacher meeting. What is the meaning of parent teacher meeting? That has to be defined properly. It should have some objectives. What is it has to be set. So what specific goals do you want to achieve during this meeting? It has way. This might include assessing the child progress beyond addressing any concern. So these are, you should have a clear objective before setting any parent teacher meeting. Regularly parent teacher meeting well in advance. Consider conducting them at least once or quarterly to keep the parents informed about their child's development and school activities. These are the important things. it has to be scheduled regularly so that we can know the of a kid in a systematic way and communicate in advance or notifications to parents the meeting date. We have to have a proper communication invitation has to be sent to the parents in a systematic way, clearly indicate the purpose, date, the location of the meeting, and all the important agenda of that particular meeting by sending the invitation and create the welcoming atmosphere. You have planned the parent teacher, you have scheduled for parent teacher. Our next team is how to create the welcoming the atmosphere, ensure that the eating and is warm and invite, arrange the seatings to encourage the open dialogue and comfort, so and creates a welcoming so that everyone will have a open communication. They are only invite and whatever with you they can share the progression in our child. It has to be taken care. Then prepare relevant material. So collect and prepare the relevant material such as progress reports, any assess person. We have taken the data regarding his observation, cognitive skills, social behavior with the guys, emotional behavior, that like that we have different separated into the different criterias. Continuously every day we have to observation. It has to be a parent to know what he has to do at home also. So as these two, that is the parent and teacher involvement, is going to get a big change in the learning situation of the children. So it plays a crucial role. These material help to facilitate the discussion and provide the concrete example. Prepare the relevant materials. This has to be taken an individualized approach. The tailor each meetings to the specific needs and interest of the child. Discuss the child's strength, areas for improvement, and any strategies for further support. So, before the year only, we have to plan in this systematic way. Till quarterly, the child, according to the age level, he has to get this skill. So, half according to his age level, it has to be at this skill. If that person, that kid is not having proper progress, then they have to, that thing has to be discussed parent what has to be do, and even we have to take the suggestion from the parents to, and we have to change the strategies according to the child for the further support. It has to be taken care. So not, we should not take it as overall inclusive approach. We have to take the individualized approach. So according to the student, according to the need of the student, we have to follow one approach. When we discuss with the parent properly how he is behaving at the home, then only we can approach the individualized thing. So it plays a major role in having a proper progress in that particular child. Then offer flexibility. Recognize that the parents may have a busy schedule. Offer flexibility in meeting times, including the option for evening or virtual meetings to accommodate the working parents. So some parents will be working, some parents will be busy with their other outgoing schedule. So we have to provide proper flexibility to them in meeting time so that they can even option for the evening or they can go for this virtual meetings so that we can accommodate even the working parents also. Then translator and interpreter service, translator services. What does it mean? If your preschool serves a diverse community with different languages background, consider offering the translation services to ensure all the parents can fully participate. Suppose someone be according to the regional thing, they will follow the different languages. So we have to have some services so who will translate the into that particular language that parent want, so that we can communicate it openly with that particular parent. It has to be done. Then agenda and the structure. Having a clear agenda for each meeting to stay organized. So before organizing any parent-teacher meeting, you should have a clear agenda on what we were going to discuss, and at the final, what suggestions we are going to do and what we are going to implement in our next step. It has to be very clear. Begin with a warm welcome, followed by discussing based on the child's development and any questions or concern from the parents. Leave the time for open dialogue. So we have to maintain the open communication system. Then encourage the participation. Encourage the active participation from parents by asking the open-ended questions, seeking their input and addressing their concern. Create a non-judgmental and inclusive atmosphere. So we have to we have to ask them to uh, ask them open-ended questions. What is in meant by open? Suppose if it is a closed-ended question, there will you will be having something in the mind. Uh, Whatever answer you want from the parent, that type of answers we call it as closed-ended. Now open-ended, whatever they want to discuss, they can openly ask, and we have to by sitting together, we have to find out the solution for that. And sharing the resources and provide the parents with the resource such as tips for supporting their child's learning at home, recommended books or website. These resources empower the parents to be actively involved in their child's education. And document discussion. Keep the records of the meeting, including notes on what we are discussing, any action items, and the future plans. Share these records with the parents to ensure the transparency and accountability. So, document discussion is needed in order to have to maintain the proper accountability. Follow up. After the meetings, follow up with any promised actions or the support. Stay in touch with the parents through regular updates and the communication. Continuous improvement. Seek feedback from the parents about the meeting format and the content. You'll for continuously take the feedback to improve the parent-teacher meeting experiences. Organizing the parent-teacher meeting in the preschool setting serves as a valuable platform for building the strong relationship, sharing the important information, and ensuring that the parents are actively engaged in the child's learning education. It also contributes to a positive and a collaborative learning environment that benefits both the child and the entire school community. So, organizing a proper parent teacher is in the preschool setting is going to have a good platform for having a good community parent community relationship. Not only that, it helps for the overall development of the kid. And what are the types of parent teacher meeting? In the preschool setting, there are several types of parent teacher meetings which has to be discussed, and it should have some specific objectives and needs. Here we'll discuss some of that. Back to school orientation meeting. After getting from after coming from holidays, we have to organize one parent teacher meeting. That thing we call it as back to school or orientation meeting. Held at the beginning of the school year. This meeting introduces the parents to a preschool program, curriculum, policies, and the teacher. It provides an overall what to expect during the academic year. So, back to school orientation, which is going to conduct at the starting school year, and during that time, we are going to give some orientation program to the parents to have a to give view about our curriculum planning and what are the policies we are going to implement about our teachers, and what are the learning experience we are going to provide till of the end of that year. That thing we are going to discuss in the starting stage. That is, that orientation we call it as back to school orientation meeting. When it comes to individual parent teacher conferences, so at the second level, we will be having some meeting which we call it as individual parent teacher conferences. Means according to the need of the individual, according to the it is open for all the parents to discuss about their children, so that we'll have a good progression among the students. These one-to-one meetings typically occurs once or twice a year. They allow the parents and teachers to discuss the child's progress, strengths, and areas for improvement, and set the goals for their development. And our next thing is, so first back to school program, then individualized approach we have followed. Then our next thing is group parent workshop. So group workshop focus on the topics relevant to the early childhood education and parenting, such as literacy development, behavioral strategies, or supporting the children's social skills. These workshops provide the parents with valuable information and resources. The parent teacher association meeting. So the group parent workshops or topics which are related to the early childhood education, which gives the idea regarding having a good parenting skills and all those things. At the end of these workshops, the parents will be getting the valuable information and the resources which helps in the proper learning even at the home also. So these group parent workshops are going to provide all these things. When it comes to the parent teacher association meetings, so while parent teacher associations often uh, it gives to the entire school, they play a role in the preschool as well. Parent teacher meetings involves the parents, teachers, and sometimes community members in discussion and decision making relevant to the school activities and initiatives. So so we have seen the different types of parent teacher meeting, that is back to school orientation pro meetings, individualized parent teacher meeting, and group parent teacher meeting. Parent teacher association, in this parent teacher association, there one person is appointed as a head. That person will gather the information, what the suggestions the parents want. It has to be discussed in the one session, so that we will be having a good progress among the students. And emergency meetings, in rare cases, whenever there is a issue affecting the child or preschool community, the emergency meeting has to be addressed to the situation, and whatever support they need, it has to be discussed in that. Each type of parent teacher meeting serves as a specific purpose, whether it is a sharing or information, setting the goals, and discussing the progress, or addressing the concern. By offering a variety of meeting times, preschool can cater to the diverse needs of parents and ensure that communication between the parents and educators is effective and meaningful. It has to be taken care. So what we have discussed, this is what are the ways to increase the parent community involvement in the preschool, and how to organize the parent teacher meeting, and what are the types of parent teacher meetings, and what is the significance of home school connection? What is the importance of home school connection? The home school connection in the preschool setting is of importance for the holistic development of young child. It refers to the collaborative relationship between the parents and caregivers and educators in the preschool or early childhood education environment. This connection has numerous benefits and importance. In what way it is important? It enhances the learning and the development. When parents are actively involved in the child preschool education, it can have a positive impact on the child's cognitive, social, emotional, and physical development. The children tend to perform better academically and develop the essential skills more effectively when there is a constancy in the learning experiences between the home and the school. It is going to enhance the learning and development. The next is holistic approach to the education. A strong homeschool connection allows the educators to gain insights into the child individualized needs, interests, and abilities. These information help in tailoring the curriculum and teaching strategies to meet the child's specific requirements, thus promoting a more holistic approach to the education. Then support for learning goals. So the parents can reinforce that the childs are learning at school by engaging in activities and conversation related to the classroom topics at home. These helps the children to better understanding and retain the new information and the skills. So the next is social and emotional well-being. Building a strong homeschool connection can create a sense of security and belonging for children, knowing that their parents and the teachers are working together, a supportive and nurturing environment, which is crucial for children's emotional well-being. So it makes as a social and emotional well-being person. So behavioral development. So parents and educators can collaborate to address the behavioral issues or challenges that the child may be facing. Constant strategies at home and even the school can help in engaging, managing, and improving the behavior more effectively. Communication skills. Engaging in conversation with the parents or caregivers encourage the children to develop their communication skill. When parents and educators communicate about the child progress, it sets an example of effective communication for the child. Parental involvement. A strong homeschool connection promotes the parent involvement in the child's education. The parents who are actively engaged in the child's learning tend to be more supportive, attend the school events, and participate in the parent-teacher conferences, which have a positive impact on the overall school community. Then cultural awareness. The homeschool connections can help the educators better to understand the cultural backgrounds and the values of their students, enable them to create a more inclusive and culturally sensitive learning and environment. So it is our necessity to make the homeschool connection, because in order to have a good proper cultural awareness. Then long term success. Research suggests that the children who experience a positive homeschool connection in their earlier years tends to perform better academic throughout their educational journey. These connections can set the stage for the lifetime for learning the success. Parental empowerment. The parents who are actively engaged in their child's education often feel more empowered and informed about their child development and educational needs, which can lead to better decision making regarding their child's education. The homeschool connection in the preschool setting is crucial for overall development and success of young children. It creates a collaborative partnership between the parents and educators, which enhance the learning support, emotional, which can lead to better decision making regarding the child education. The homeschool connection in the preschool setting is a crucial for overall development and success of young children. It creates a collaborative partnership between the parents and educators, which enhance the learning, supports emotional well-being, and sets the foundation for the child's lifelong educational journey. In the preschool setting, the role of teacher in establishing a strong homeschool connection is plays a major role, and the teachers act as a bridge between the parents and caregivers and the educational institution, fostering the collaborative partnership that greatly benefits the child's development. So now today's our your assignment, one more assignment regarding the what is the importance of home and school connection. Why it is important to set a clear objects for parent teacher meeting. I am repeating it again. Why it is important to set the clear objectives for parent teacher meeting. For what purpose? The objectives has to be clear regarding the parent teacher meeting. That is one question. When should translation services can be considered for parent teacher meeting? When we have to conduct the translation services, when you feel it as translation services are important for parent teacher meetings, it has to be, these all things has to be taken care. So these are the things. So two questions: why it is important to set the clear objectives for parent and teacher meeting, when should the translation services be considered for parent teacher meeting, and some more questions we have discussed before. Why is open communication important in building a strong parent teacher relationship? Why is increasing the parent and community involvement is important in preschool program? Thank you.